Hey there, Hammer fan. Welcome back to HammeredHead. It's another McQuarrie Monday where we look at the action figures based on the Star Wars concept art. Today, it's the concept Stormtrooper from the 30th Anniversary Collection. We got that iconic shot of him on the card back there from the original concept art. Concept art looks really detailed in and of itself, but you can really see how much Stormtroopers have changed because of that. I think they kind of look like the TK Stormtroopers from Bad Batch. I don't know if that was intentional or not. Let me know in the comments if you know whether or not it was. But the figure looks pretty cool in there. The shield looks metal. He's got a lightsaber, which obviously, again, is one of the things that changed when the movies actually came out. Got another collector coin, classic. Then these card backs are all really cool. We got McQuarrie there looking like a G. Same right up there as always. And then one about the Stormtrooper specifically. This Stormtrooper is based on conceptual art from A New Hope, depicting the Empire's shock troopers in a corridor of the Death Star as they hunt down the escaping Luke, Han, Chewbacca, and Princess Leia. While armed with blaster pistols or blaster rifles in the movie, this Imperial soldier is unusual because he holds a lightsaber, the weapon of the Jedi. Yeah, so I think it's pretty cool that only the Jedi use lightsabers. So thank goodness they changed that. But it does look pretty intense there. It looks like an actual medieval soldier. So it was a cool concept. Definitely looked really intense in all the pictures. And so far it looks like the action figure looks pretty cool too. Let's open him up. There he is. I think this guy looks really cool. He also stands up really well, which I always love. And it's really easy to get him to hold all the accessories. You know, you can't beat that. So far this guy's a winner. My biggest complaint really would be posing the shield. You clip it onto his forearm, which is cool. But you kind of block his face if you want to put it in front of him. I'm sure if you fiddle with it enough, you can figure it out. But it's not a huge deal. You can still get them to do it, which is pretty much everything you need. Again, good hold on the lightsaber. The blaster fits in this ridiculously sized holster, which I think looks super goofy. And it's a little loose in there, but it fits. Oops. Now there is a lot of detail all the way around. So the helmet is obviously very unique. Different from normal Stormtroopers. But it has a lot of its own paint apps. You see a couple of red triangles all the way around, which looks cool. And then lots of detailing on the armor sculpt. There's some paint here and there. And then he does have these cool gray lines here and there on the body. You can see him there on the legs. He's got it on his hands up here too. So I think that looks really cool. And honestly, for the most part, you could probably put this guy in an Imperial display and have him be some, special type of Stormtrooper. And he'd fit right in. Because, he looks different than normal Stormtroopers, so he'd be a specialist of some sort. But he still has a good Star Wars feel to him. Everything about him does look like it still fits in the regular Star Wars universe. So all in all, I think it's a great figure to have. The accessories are really cool. The shield alone is one of the coolest accessories I've ever seen. It's got this cool battle damage on it, which looks super realistic and detailed. And the paint apps are awesome. It's this cool metallic-y gray. Just looks really nice, but it has this white accenting on it too. Really nice sculpt all around. And like I said, you just clip it right onto his arm. So no issues with him holding it. I just think this is a phenomenal accessory. This is such a cool shield. And again, it does look like it can still fit into the Star Wars universe. Concept art aside. And then you get this blaster. Again, pretty unique. Based on concept art, so different than the standard Stormtrooper blaster, but still fits in the Star Wars universe pretty well. I would believe it. It kind of looks like a First Order type blaster even. And again, that he can hold that well, or it can go in his massive holster. It just jostles around a little bit, but it's not bad. Then we get the lightsaber. Mine is a little bit bent. That's kind of, whatever. It happens on some of the older figures when they're all packed up forever. Not a huge deal. But it looks cool. Decent handle. Nothing too fancy about it. This is, kind of standard for this style of lightsaber accessory. But it looks cool. Again, he holds it well. And then last up is the collector coin, which looks dope. Looks super badass on there. And it's in a New Hope coin. So yeah, overall, really great accessories on this guy. The weakest part of this figure kind of ties into what I was complaining about, the shield, and that's articulation. It's not very good. It's only a swivel head, which is really sad. But he's got ball joint shoulders that move mostly okay, but then only swivel elbows on both sides. You can see his left elbow is sculpted at a slightly higher angle, so it does help with the shield a little bit. But again, it really does restrict the range of movement you can get with that. It makes posing it a little bit tough. Then he's just got a swivel waist, which is a little tight, and only swivel hips, nothing in the knees or ankles. So for a trooper, you'd probably want him to be a little bit more posable, especially with all the different shield, blaster, lightsaber accessories he's got going on. Would be nice if he could have a little bit more movement in him, but it's okay. I've seen a lot worse. There he is with McQuarrie Vader. You can really see some of the stylistic similarities between the two. I think they look great together. It's really cool to see McQuarrie's visions come to life in action figure form, so I'm excited to get some more of him out there in future McQuarrie Mondays and see how this line develops. But overall, I'd say this guy is a really great figure. Even if you're not into concept art, he still fits into the Star Wars galaxy in general. So just use your imagination a little bit. I'm sure you can find somewhere in your lineup or display to fit this guy where he'll fit in and look good with everybody else. But let me know what you think in the comments. As always, thank you to my Patreon subscribers. Don't forget to follow on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. Check out the Patreon page, and don't forget, stay hammered.